Or when your 9-day feed is up and you drained your loving cup, come stands reeling to the shore. Or when the brave are coming out, the dry fight and the dusty shout, see you crawling on the floor, and diamond stars shine, glitter bright, gorging your sanhedrolites. Words are falling to the floor, and stand blown through trees, and now they glisten on the water. Sing how you are at the shore. I'm moving Christy, pretty flowers in the Châtelet. Hold up all your splashing on the water for me. Fogging my mind, darkens in my eyes. Silently streaming for a distant sound. The river yellows, rising for a breath of freedom drown. Stillness overcome me in the night. Listen to the rising water moan. I'm waiting. Waiting for the nightfall. I'm waiting. these faces look the same to me. In every city, such a desolate dream. Some days are strange to number. Some say the seven sounds a little bit stranger. A year of Sunday seems to drift it right by. I could have sworn in one evening, and I'm not seized in desperation. No steel reproaches on the table from before, but I still can't feel those splinters of ice. I look through the about to begin. Our lights is away, but I'm walking back. Tonight, of all nights, when I should be feeling just right. Don't wanna be in public, my head is full of chopstick, I don't like it. Something on my mind, breaking open doors I sealed up before. Something on my mind makes me run when I thought Please, please tell me now. 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 I made a break, I ran out yesterday. Tried to find my mountain hideaway. Maybe next year, maybe no go. I know you're watching me every minute of the day. I've seen the signs and the looks and the pictures they give you game away. There's a dream that swings the road with broken glass for us to hold. And I cut so far before I had to say, please, please tell me now. Is there something I should know? Is there something I should say? Let me make you come my way. Do you feel the same? 'Cause you don't let it show. He was there across the road from me. The jungle drums, they all clear the way for me. Can you read my mind? Can you see in the snow? I'm firing demons, I'll dance when you walk through that door. Don't say you're easy on me, 'cause you're about as easy as a nuclear war. There's a dream that strings the road with broken glass for us to hold. And I got so far before I had to say, please, please tell me now. Is there something I should know? Is there something I should say? I gotta look to the day, opening eyes and belly on flicker. for you. Slip into unconsciousness. I'd like to have another kiss, another flashing chance at bliss, another kiss, another kiss. The days are bright and filled with pain. Enclose me in your gentle rain. The time you ran was till insane. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. Tell me where your freedom lies. The streets of fears that never die. Deliver me from reasons why you'd rather cry. I'd rather fly. The crystal ship is being filled. 1,000 girls, 1,000 thrills, 1,000,000 ways to spend your time. When we get back, I'll drop a Sometimes you have no choice. Sometimes you got no voice to say. Say if you will the words. Say if your world is so great. We can decide it. There be no tears, no tragedy. Sure, I wouldn't break and cry if you walk away. Leave me. Hey, goodbye. Goodbye is forever. Hey, forever. Goodbye is forever and ever. Sometimes it makes no sense. This side of cruel coincidence. Brought up in our own bonfire to set us free. Believe me, say goodbye. Goodbye is forever. Hey, forever. Goodbye is to disturb with a thought, with a whisper, with a careless memory, with a careless memory. On the table, signs of love lie scattered, and the walls break with a crashing within. It's not as though you really mattered. Being close, how could I let you go without some feeling, some extra sympathy following? Fear hangs a plane of gunsmoke, drifting in our room. So easy to disturb with a thought, with a whisper, with a careless memory, with a careless memory, with a careless memory, with a careless memory. Oh, I walk out into the sun. I try to find a new day, but the whole place, it just screams in my eyes. Where are you now? 'Cause I don't want to meet you. I think I'd die, I think I'd laugh at you, I know I'd cry. What am I supposed to do? Follow you. Outside the thoughts come flooding back now. I was trying to forget you. So easy to disturb with a thought, with a whisper, with a careless memory, with a careless memory, with a careless memory, with a careless memory, with a careless memory. Look out, look out, look out, look out. Guys, turn it up to get sleazy, twisted in a vice. Nobody said it was easy. Just use your naked eyes. Oh, how to see and how to hide it. How to save it well. Maybe, maybe, maybe you can take it and eat it until your life's supply. Where's the real life in your illusion? On the dark side, your powers in confusion. Do the dance, do the demolition, and lose the chance to hear when you don't listen. Don't you feel edgy? Bite your lips and bleed. Conversation is empty, abandoned in the breeze. Freedom is your condemnation. Free to say, well, maybe gunshot taken by the wind, lost in distant thunder. They sing on a shining flame. Tomorrow you'll be content to watch the lightning blaze along the wires, and you wonder. Step into the cool, cool waves. I feel the sun pouring down on my head like honey. Feel sun pouring down on my head like honey. Pour it on me. Even on the darkest night when empty promise means empty hands, soldiers coming home like shadows turning red. And when the lights of hope are fading quickly, then look to me. I'll be your holy angel, I'll be in your head. Because you're lonely in your nightmare, let me in. And there's heat beneath your winter, let me in. I see the Delta traces living lonely out on the limb, and the passing glimmer warm beneath your skin. Because you're lonely in your nightmare, let me in. Because there's heat beneath your winter, let me show me all the light and shade that made your name. too far this time. But I'm dancing on the Valentine. I tell you, somebody's fooling around with my chances on the danger line. I'll cross that bridge when I find it. Another day to make my stand. Oh, oh. High time is no time for deciding if I should find a helping hand. Oh, oh. Why don't you use to their body yesterday. Scent of burnt sugar on her skin, painting eyes with the color she brings in. Oh, it's sure and strong. When the lightning tumbles down, don't you frown. Everything will be in time for this evening. If the secret she has to be party to, every one of them. If there's heaven, she gets to the heart, and you wonder why she says, when I run out of blue, help me rise instead. Now I can run to you. The secret she has to be party to, every one of them. If there's heaven, she gets to the heart, and you know just what she says. When I run out of blue, help me rise instead. Now I can run to you. So baby, sleep into as I wandered down to where you lay. The blood rushed up to meet the roses in your hair. I thought I saw you smile, but now I don't see you anywhere. Whispering your love song in my ear, how can you touch me when you're not really here? Stumbling out, I made my way towards the open door. Climbing fast, the sun poured streaming laughter down into your empty gaze. Where can I find you? Now I want to join in the game. I hear you calling, I hear you calling, calling, calling. Spring your song in my ear. How can you touch me? How do you really dare? The trade's on. She dreams emotion to drink from. Her breast of fortune, dreams have frozen. Crystal in the morning, birth time rose, a thorn for coronation. All arise from your rest. We'll find enough there to feed you. Soon you'll belong to down and begs. She's watching the detectives. Oh, he's so cute. She's watching the detectives. Oh, when they shoot, they beat him up until the teardrops start. But he can't be wounded 'cause he's got no heart. Long shot of that jumping sign, invisible shivers running down my spine. Cut the baby taking off her clothes. Close up with a sign that says we never close. You snatch a tune, you match a cigarette. She pulls the eyes out with the face like a magnet. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Oh, she's filing her nails while they're dragging the lake. She's watching the detectives. Oh, he's so cute. She's watching the detectives. Oh, when they shoot. She's watching the detectives. Oh, he's so cute. She's watching the detectives. Oh, as they shoot, shoot, shoot. Beat him up until the teardrops start. But he can't be wounded 'cause he got no heart. You think you're alone till you realize you're in it. Oh, fear is here to stay, love is here for a visit. They call it instant justice when it's past the legal limit. Someone's scratching at the window, I wonder who is it? The detectives come and check if you belong to the parents who are ready to hear the worst about their daughter's disappearance. Though nearly took a miracle to get you to stay. It only took my little fingers to blow you away. moment that arrives, you're the greatest thing alive. Whoa! And you sway in the moon the way you did when you were younger. And we told everybody all you need is now. Stay with the music, let it play your guitar. Yes, please, thank you. Sometimes you wonder, and you ask yourself the question, would someone please explain the reason for this strange behavior in exploitation's name? We must be working for the skin trade. Would someone please explain the reason for this? just the danger of relying on those who would let you fall. So you try much harder until the truth is drawn. The very thing you've been searching for has been yours all along. We are forever, all we understand. This is forever, here within our hands. In the end, to you, my friend, it's you
Entro in diretta su Duran Radio, sono le ore 20:01 e voglio salutare il mio amico Andrew Simon Golub che è in diretta con noi da Seattle, esattamente da Washington, e voglio anche salutare un ragazzo che mi sta cercando da un po' di tempo sulla radio, si chiama Simon, lui è di Los Angeles e vuole stringere una collaborazione con noi, ma non riusciamo mai ad incrociare un po' i dati, come si dice, orari diversi e anche radio diverse. Vedremo un po' quello che succederà in futuro. Andrew Golub, un ragazzo che ha donato un libro, il suo libro bellissimo, Beautiful Colors, una copia donata alla radio, quindi ad una radio, che verrà venduto tramite una riffa la sera del Duran Duran Day, e tutti i proventi dell'incasso verranno donati ad Emergency. Quindi grazie ad Andrew, grazie ad Emanuele che è in chat, la nostra mascotte, a cui dedico a tutte e due questa bellissima canzone, che ovviamente è un po' quello che è il simbolo dei Duran Duran, e soprattutto merito di Nick Rhodes.